spirits, and upon this charge cry, down for Harry, England, and St. George!
So the Shakespeare competition for the English-speaking union takes place once a year. We have approximately anywhere from 20 to 30 schools that come, bring a student, bring a teacher, bring their runners-up, and they perform a monologue and a sonnet in front of an esteemed panel of judges.
We usually get about 20 to 25 schools. We select 7 finalists, and the winner goes to New York for the final, and that's at Lincoln Center. So there, students from all over the United States meet, and one person, the winner, gets to go to Britain for a Shakespearean summer school experience.
I had never done Shakespeare before. I had done theater, but not Shakespeare, and this sounded really cool. And I wanted to go to New York, and so I didn't know that much about Shakespeare, but I prepared for my school's competition.
Banished, that one word, banished, hath slain 10,000 Tybalts.
I've learned that Shakespeare isn't as scary or hard as I thought it would be. It's a different kind of language, which I thought would be really hard to learn, but there are so many context clues that you can just go with it. I think that I'll do a lot more with Shakespeare now.
What I look for when I'm judging students is freshness, something out of the ordinary, something new that they've come up with, and clarity. One of the things that all actors have to understand is every word is important. You cannot throw any of the words away, and especially in Shakespeare. It's extremely important for my profession in theater that young people start early and start with the classics. It is not something that comes natural. Yes, you are talented, but you have to develop that talent, and Shakespeare is the groundwork of making that happen.
Fair gentlemaid, good morrow.
Coming to the workshop that the ESU holds here is really a wonderful start for kids to kind of unlock it. He didn't write that way to frustrate American teenagers in English class. He wrote it in that way in order to give clues and help his actors express what he wanted them to express. And so as soon as you know those clues, it becomes easy and they can really take ownership over it.
I'm doing Sonnet 61, and that sonnet was like one of the only sonnets that I was like, oh man, this is really clear. I really understand what he's talking about.
Dost thou desire my slumber should be broken, and shadows like to thee do mock my sight?
I think that Shakespeare's writing, the human experience has been the same forever, and it's just that in a different language, I feel.
I think delivery means a lot in the society we're in today. Most young people don't have the mentoring that they need to project themselves in the professional world. Self-confidence, the ability to perform, and I think this goes a long way to help it.
I don't really think it's rocket science. Yes, there is a style to it, and yes, you have to know how to speak the language, set things up, understand metaphor, and stuff like that, but that is part of the style. So at the end of the day, Shakespeare was writing for everybody. And it's very easy to do. There are so many ways in which Shakespeare is working for you. As the actor, as the audience, as the director, it's all in the language. And if you just follow it, you're golden.
Or earth, gape open wide and eat him quick, as thou dost swallow up this good king's blood which his hell-governed arm hath butchered.
I think there's something really exciting about people understanding that Shakespeare is just not this boring stuff. And I think that's how you need to teach it, that it's these wonderful stories. You know, Romeo and Juliet were kids like kids today. The enthusiasm is a big thing. I like to see that they're delighted to be here and they're interested and excited about what they're doing.
ESU made it very, very clear, very easy. Tori Arnold sends the right information. You go on the website, all of the information you might need to be able to give to adjudicators for your school competition is right there, very clear, a rubric for them to fill out. It makes judging and coordinating the competition at the school extremely easy. If it's something that motivates even one student to dig into this language, then it's worth it. So it's less that a representative from our school is doing a competition and they might win, but if he's motivated by that and is digging into it that much more and now paying attention to inflection and this consonant and the focused coaching that we're able to do because he's got his eyes on the prize, then that's valuable too. But it's more just making Shakespeare cool with that, because it is.
The fallen killed. A mother stained excitements of my reason and my blood and let all sleep. God, it was just so exciting. I couldn't believe it. I love Shakespeare so much, it's what I want to spend my life doing. I think that if you're really willing to explore it and not just write it off as something that's old or antiquated, I think that it's incredibly funny, it's incredibly moving in some places, and I think that these stories are still being told today, and so if you sort of let yourself appreciate them for what they are, you can really find the love of them today.
The English Speaking Union pays for everything. They come here today, their lunch is paid for, we pay for them to go to New York for the competition and their accommodation in New York. And then the winner of that competition goes to England and we pay for that flight and the school experience that they have there. The whole Chicago area is open to an invitation. We have independent schools, Catholic schools, public schools, homeschooling. This time we actually had an online school. So we are open to everybody. The English Speaking Union has been one of the most enjoyable experiences of my life, a passion for theatre, and I found my spot in being able to help youngsters become actors and actresses and develop a love of the English language, which I truly have.